Hey, this is Greg, the Burl Hunter, and I'm gonna do a tutorial on the buyer's guide to burl. There's so many things that you need to consider when you're purchasing burl. Most of this is maple burl. There's never any bad burl. Good, better, and best is the way that I like to look at it, because burl is great. These two pieces on the top are like a cluster log. It's clusters of burl. And so obviously where there's no burl, you're not going to have that nice figure that everybody is looking for. But there is figure on both sides of the burl where you get herringbone, or there's many different descriptions. But what I want to talk about is the quality of burl, what you're buying for what use you want. Some of my artists that I support love inclusions, and some want just 100% burl, no bark inclusions, no voids. Both are good, both are desired. With this maple burl right here, this is a very inclusion-y burl. It's going to have lots of bark inclusions in it, from small to maybe large, because of these folds that go in right here, and also the size of the pin. You see lots of bark in between the pin. If you cut into this for either hollow forms or bowls or whatever, you're going to have bark inclusions. This is not maple, it's buckeye, but I wanted to bring this out to show you how you can incorporate bark inclusions. Like this maple right here will have inclusions, maybe not as large, bark inclusions as large as this, but you can see how you can include the voids and the bark into your artwork. If you like this kind of thing, look for burls like this that have inclusions, folds. Now right underneath it, some would call this veneer quality, really good quality where they're the most chance of no inclusions. Now this is not a science, because nobody can really look into the burl and tell you if there's going to be inclusions or no inclusions. It's just based on observation over the years of understanding how burls grow. But this one, if I were to cut this cap off, it should be solid white burl with no brown bark inclusions or voids, just because of the characteristic of the outside. Now, understanding that all of this burl, the bark has been pressure washed off so that it exposes the pin and the lace in between the pin. So if you were buying burl in bulk and you are buying it with the bark on, it is harder to tell whether you have inclusions or not. But you still can tell because of just the shape of the burls. If it has lobes, like this has lobes on it, if it has lobes, you're more likely to have bark inclusions. If you just have this one real continuous nice cap, there's a better chance to have no inclusions. For the most part, this is grade A maple burl, and expect to pay the most for this type of burl. I would say good, better, best. However, if you are a furniture maker, this is good up here at the top, where you have the cluster log that can be made for pedestals. With each species, you have different characteristics. Maple burl, you have tighter eyes. The more inclusion-y maple burl, you have more gnarly eyes. It's just more aggressive in its growth and more dangerous. I mean, it's just more prickly. Like these pin and valleys are 1 inch, where here you have 1/2 inch to 1/8 inch. So tighter pin, tighter pen per square inch, higher quality, more inclusion, the bigger the eyes. That is not the case for other species. I mean, it can be the case, but not necessarily. Like the walnut has large eyes, but no inclusions. And as always, buy your burls from ethical harvesters. Thanks for watching the video.